Welcome to another edition of Anthony T's Horror Collection. I'm Anthony T. In this edition, I'm going to talk about some of the recent films I've picked up. Plus, I picked up a couple of Funkos also and a t-shirt. But first, I just want to let you know that Anthony T's Horror Show now has an official website. It's anthonytshorrorshow.blogspot.com. There you can find reviews in both the written and video form. You can find news. You can also find the main show, Anthony T's Horror Show, also on that site. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I'm looking to reach 100 subscribers, so I can change the custom URL name to Anthony T's Horror Show or Anthony T's Horror, whatever YouTube will allow me to do. So, with that, enjoy the latest edition of Anthony T's Horror Collection. We're starting off this edition of Anthony T's Horror Collection with the Poison Ivy collection from Scream Factory. Now, this is a 4-disc set. I've only seen the first film, Poison Ivy, which is a very good film, but I've never had a chance to see the 3 other films, so it'll be interesting to see those films for the first time, as this looks like to be a good set. And now I'm going to move on a little bit to a couple of other releases that I recently picked up. As you can see on this nice, we're going to do a quick wide shot, as I'm going to show you both the slipcover and the original theatrical poster for both The Craft and Valentine. Now, The Craft is a very good 90s horror film starring Neve Campbell. It's really definitely worth checking out. There's some very intense moments in the film. If you're into supernatural horror, this is a good film to check out. And the other film is the 2000 slasher Valentine. I haven't seen this film yet, so I cannot really go into this film, but I figured I'd check it out finally, since Scream Factory released it. So usually I'm almost guaranteed to pick it up if it's Scream Factory, so I figured I'd give this one a shot, because I remember this film not getting good reviews when it first came out, so I kind of avoided it, but it's pretty much got a Scream Factory release, so it's worth checking out, because they usually do no wrong in the types of films they pick out. And the final film is a film that I've been waiting to see on Blu-ray for a long time. It's called Warning Signs. This science fiction thriller is a very good film. It stars Sam Waterston from Law & Order, Catherine Quinnell from Twilight Zone the movie, Yaphet Kotto from Alien and Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, and G.W. Bailey from the Police Academy films. And I just forgot, this also stars Jeffrey DeMunn, who is on the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead, and The Mist. Films here are all independent film releases that I recently picked up. First, Suburban Holocaust, Real Splatter Volume 1. This is definitely a collection that you should check out, because I've seen a couple of these films on YouTube, and it's very crazy. It's from director Mike Lombardo, who directed the excellent I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday. If you're expecting for a serious tone in these films, then you're not going to get it. But if you love the trauma-esque type of horror, then you will definitely enjoy Suburban Holocaust, Real Splatter Volume 1. You can pick this film up on Real Splatter Productions' official website. The next film is Scream Team releases She Was So Pretty to Be Good for Goodness Sakes. double feature. Now, this is a film, of course, I picked up because, of course, I love Scream Team releasing. And there was no way I was not picking up this film. It looks very disturbing. Haven't had a chance to see it, but I'm hoping this is very good. Scream Team Releasing usually does a great job in choosing what films to release. That's why I think they're one of the greatest indie labels out there today, along with Dread, aka Dread Central Presents. They recently released a new Blu-ray called Book of Monsters. This trailer blew me away. If it's anything like the trailer, then this film is going to be insane. I cannot wait to watch this film. You can definitely pick this film up on Epic Pictures' official website. The first Arrow release I recently picked up was Blood Hunger, the films of Jose Lazra. Now, this is a 3-disc set that includes Whirlpool, The Coming of Sin, and Vampires. The only film I've seen out of those 3 is Vampires. And let me tell you, it's probably one of the greatest vampire films ever made. It's very dark. It's very gothic. It has a very dreadful tone throughout. It is just one of those vampire films that really captures the gothic atmosphere and successfully makes the tone of the film very dark, which, quite frankly, that's the type of vampire films I like. So definitely, at least see Vampires. That's definitely a great film. The next film from Arrow Video is the limited edition of Crimson Peak. Now, I had to rush to get this film on my library before it went out of print, because this is pretty much a very limited edition title, and to my knowledge, there may be some copies left, but I think it may have also gone out of print as this sold very quickly. So, if you can find a copy of Crimson Peak, definitely get it. Do not wait, because this film is pretty much out of print. I don't know if Arrow Video is going to do another release of this, but Crimson Peak is a very gothic film. I think a very underrated Guillermo del Toro film. And it stars Tom Hiddleston. I'm going to check on the back of the book. Mia Wasikowska and Jessica Chastain. So definitely check this film out. And speaking of Crimson Peak, this leads me to my Funkos that I recently picked up. The first Funko that I recently picked up was Mother Ghost from this exact same from this exact same film. So definitely check that film out. But this is a very creepy looking Funko, which I kind of found in one of those collectible antique stores for a low price. Can't complain. So I had to grab that immediately because I may not see this again. So I had to definitely grab that. And the other Funko that I got was Dr. Finkelstein from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love this film a lot. Definitely love the character as well. So it was worth getting it. Plus it was only like $7.99. So it really was pretty much half off, so might as well pick it up. And finally, I will show you off my new shirt. I picked up the limited edition green variation of the Terrifier shirt. This is not being printed anymore. This is more like a St. Patrick's Day themed shirt when they did a limited run on these. So I had to grab one of those because that looked so great. Well, that is it for this edition of Anthony T's Horror Collection. Have a good day and support indie horror.